Hey everyone, welcome to my first Inktober drawing. Inktober is a challenge for the artists out there to do an ink drawing a day, every day, through the month of October. I'm picking up this challenge because, of my own admission, I am a terrible inker. I don't think I've ever been good at doing inking. And it's something that I wanted to work on, because if I can get better at inking, I think I can just get better at drawing in general, regardless of the media I'm using. I normally stick to Photoshop, and Photoshop is very forgiving, obviously. So, I mean, part of it is to do something that is much more unforgiving. Because when you throw down, a line while inking, that's it. That's done. Pencil you can erase. I mean, yeah, technically I have a whole lot of whiteout floating around here in the form of Presto pens, but I don't want to rely on those. I'm not going to be using Presto pens unless I want to do something weird like working out of black, but I digress. I just want to get better at inking, and I want to get better at doing artwork in general. So that's why I picked up this challenge. It'll be good to do a drawing a day. And really try to get good at doing ink drawings. And I'm sort of putting forth that this is going to be something where I want to see my own progress in it. And even if I start with sort of sloppier or worse drawings, that they'll get better over the month. That's the real goal here, is to just get better at it. So, it's a little weird because I'm recording the audio independent of the video. The video is obviously sped up by about 500 times. So, yeah, I've got the video going that you guys can see, but I can't. So I have no idea what's actually happening on screen right now. When I did this while watching the E-League Overwatch Open. So I technically am doing these a day early so I can edit them, slap some audio commentary on there, and then upload them. So, yeah, I'm technically cheating. And we're going to be done on October 30th instead of the 31st. But that's only because I need that little extra bit of time to get these done. And I've already done my October 2nd drawing on the 1st while recording this. Or I should say, recording this after doing the drawing. So there are cuts in here where you'll see a cut. And that's because I watched a match, went and drew stuff for this, then went and watched a match, then came back and drew stuff, went and watched a match, etc., etc. So, yeah, you'll see cuts in here for that. And the reason I mentioned this is because I think the typical time for these is going to be about an hour to do them, barring me taking a break, going and doing something, and coming back. And that's about my target time for these drawings, is an hour, maybe 2. I'm not trying to rush things, but I kind of have this philosophy a little bit about art, that if I were to spend 5 hours on these, I'd get the same results as if I spent 1 hour on these, because a piece of art is going to take the time you give it. And this is something I kind of picked up in figure drawing. When you're given a 10-minute pose versus an hour pose, that your 10-minute pose, yeah, you're not going to have as much detail in it, or it's not going to be quote-unquote complete, but you'll get a lot done. You'll get, like, the same amount of, not necessarily same amount of work done in 10 minutes, but the 10-minute results are going to be their results. The hour results are going to be our results. And it's sort of my thinking that whether you spend 5 hours or 1 hour on something, you'll end up with results. Not necessarily duplicate results, but results nonetheless. And like I said, I'm not going to be rushing these. I'm not going to be forcing myself to get them done in an hour. They'll take as much time as they take. But I'm going to, try to shoot for that. I'm going to try to shoot to get these things done quickly. Not to be sloppy or rush, like I said before, but to give them a completion time, like a completion goal. Also, I'd rather be a little faster over, like, highly detailed or correct, quote unquote, I'm making air quotes with my fingers and no one can see. I tend to gesture when I talk. I do it, like, if anyone's seen my older videos from my gaming channel where I had a webcam and I'd be talking about something, you'd see me gesture and flail like crazy. Well, I do that even when there's no camera. So, yeah, when I talk with these things, I tend to fidget and gesture. So, I'm using a couple Micron pens, some Pigma pens. The main line art is going to be done with the 08 size, the 0.5 millimeter size Pigma pen. The little detail works are going to be the 03 microns, the 0.35 millimeter pens. I do have the 0.2 millimeter pens, the 005s, but I don't actually trust myself with those, so I'm probably not going to use the 005 as much, unless there's something super tiny in an image that I need to get in there. I'm probably going to avoid the 005 micron. I do have the Pigma Graphic 1, the 1 millimeter, sort of pointed Pigma pen, and then I have a Pigma brush pen, which I will use, and you'll see it at the end of this, mostly for filling in a texture detail, and I'll occasionally use it for filling in blacks and doing things that require a thick to a thin, but I'm mostly going to use those later, because part of the progress in this is going to be me just getting better with the tools, and the brush pen, I'll probably work it in more and more as I go, because I want to get more comfortable just with inking right now. And that's also why I'm doing OCs right now instead of doing other people's characters or fan art of popular characters. I'm starting with OCs just because I'm comfortable with them. And I want to be comfortable with the subject before I jump in on some more difficult media usage here. So we're going to start with OCs. Probably going to do about half dozen of them, maybe a little more. And then I actually want to do some environmental drawings of the world that they're in. And then we'll move on from there. It is October, and I'm kind of thinking of doing Innistrad stuff for the Magic the Gathering plane, because it's October. October's a month of horror. Innistrad could be some good subject matter. Like maybe draw Avacyn or Audric or even like Brizella or Emrakul. But we'll see about that after I get my first half dozen to 1 dozen drawings done. We'll see. We'll see about halfway through how I'm feeling about my subject matter before moving on. And then the pencil drawing I do at the beginning is done with a 0.7 mechanical pencil. I basically bought a pack of microns and it came with the pencil. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and just I'll work with these until they're dead, and then pick up new ones. I'm also considering during this time doing some actual nibs with an inkwell. I got some Higgins Black Magic here, and I might work with that for inking as well in the future, but that is something we'll have to see about, because it's like another level of difficulty to do ink with an actual nib pen. And yeah, it's just something that could potentially be more a pain in the ass than it's worth. And that's going to be another like late in the month thing. We'll see if I get to it. So we should be just about done. We're coming up on the 9-minute mark. So thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I have a link to my Patreon in the description below, and it should be popping up on the screen here. I also have a link to my gaming channel, which you guys can go and check out. So thanks for watching again, and I will see you guys next time.